3,800 and counting. That's how many of one thing a man in Connecticut has. Now, you may have heard of a large collection of something, but you've never seen anything like this. Because, you see, this man is the only person in the world who has 3,800 pairs, not just of shoes, but of one type of shoe. This man owns all that many pairs of Crocs. Now, I've heard a lot of people who really like that type of shoe talk about how comfortable they are, how they really enjoy them. I've even known people who have more than one pair, maybe one for work and one for home. But to have over 3,800 pairs of the same kind of shoe, that might be just a little bit crazy. The Bible describes our lives as Christians as a walk, sometimes even as a race. And as such, it should not surprise us then that Scripture also speaks at times of the spiritual gear we are to wear in the lifestyle of Christianity. Of interest, when Paul tells us what we are to wear, he doesn't talk about thousands of types of shoes, or even two. Instead, he writes that we're to have our feet shod or covered with the preparation of the gospel of peace. That's it. Just one pair is enough. If I want to walk or even run the race as a Christian properly, that's all I need. I must have my feet covered with the gospel. It must direct every step that I take. The gospel is what keeps me in the path. It's what gets me out of the starting block and what will take me across the finish line. And it's also what gives me protection from those things that would seek to harm me on my Christian walk. Instead of having a pair of shoes for my home and my work and my hobbies and so on and so on and so on, the Christian only needs one pair of shoes, the gospel of peace. But the Christian must also make sure his or her feet have those shoes on at all times so that walk can continue. And so today and every day, let's keep our central focus on always checking our feet to make sure the gospel is continually guiding every single step we ever take on our Christian walk.